What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the Damit podcast. This is a little bit different than the last ones you've seen. There's some
VR
people on your screen.
way.
Yeah, there's VR's kind of, this is us. Ready Player 2. Ready Player 2. Exactly. Ooh. But obviously, this is Dandy. This is me. But who's that?
I don't know. Never seen him before my entire life.
Who is that? This is RobTheDecent, for those who don't know. Rob isn't a content creator or anything like that, but he does. He's one of my good friends, and he makes content in a way. You know, you are your own walking content creator, like you just saw.
I give you guys content is what I do.
Exactly, you give us content.
You do.
I'm the one that's making you money, bitch.
Exactly.
We're gonna keep it that way, right, pal? Right.
Hey, let's calm down, eh? Let's calm down. My wallets are full right now, okay? You understand me?
Oh my God. All right. So, did you kind of want to, introduce yourself in any kind of way, Rob?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, you kind of basically ran down the list. Yeah. My name is Rob. Otherwise known as RobTheDecent. Sometimes, every so often, referred to as Professor Robert by certain people. And I don't really make content usually. I am content for other people. And it's due to that I'm known, but not well known, if you understand my drift.
I do understand your drift.
Like
your
a
drift
pseudo-legendary Pokemon?
I
It's
am.
not legendary.
Yeah, I'm like one of those. I'm like Latios. Actually, I don't know anything about Pokemon. I can't make any jokes about that. Never mind.
Oh, I'm the awkward one here then.
Oh,
No.
goodness.
You're the epic one, is what you are. Is that actually a Pokemon poster right there, or is that just?
Hold on. There is no way you got what that was. You were the
What?
first person. It's Gyarados
Yep.
and Magikarp in traditional Japanese art.
Oh, that's what that. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got it then.
How?
Yeah.
I can't
Okay, we need
believe
to
you-
get into questions.
I'm sorry,
We could be here all day. We could be here all. Oh my God.
Look at that. I got the.
Okay. All right.
Pokemon, right
Let's.
there.
So this is let's get to know each other a little bit more
sorry.
in some kind of way. Okay. So our first question, Rob, and this is one that people already can kind of see about you since you've acted with the voice. How did you get into voice acting?
Okay, let's see. How did I get into voice acting? I've always, to a certain extent, always been interested in it. Because, as a kid, I would always watch, cartoons and anime and whatnot. One specifically being Dragon Ball Z. I grew up on that kind of thing. Not the show itself. I never got to watch that show like actually from the 90s because I didn't grow up in that era. But Nicktoons did a thing in like the early 2010s, like 2009 to 2011 or 12, where they did this thing called Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is basically the show, but like remastered and also like redubbed and cutting out all the filler. So it's just all the important events. And so I watched that as a kid, along with like certain Dragon Ball Z stuff and like Dragon Ball GT and crap like that, the movies, whatnot. I got really into it. And I don't know, there was something about hearing them scream constantly that kind of spoke to me as a kid. I would always try to like replicate the screams and whatnot, not just do that as well as the screaming, but also replicate the sound effects of like the Kamehameha and the ki blasts and whatnot and the charging sound effects and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you mean by making the sounds of the key blasts?
like I would be like that kind of
Oh.
crap. Yeah, like
He's
the
a soundboard.
Kamehameha, but like the whole type thing.
Oh,
That's good.
Oh shit!
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I used to do the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ah,
But not nearly as
Oh,
cool.
no.
What do you mean? It's absolutely just as cool. But yeah, that's what I used to do as a kid. And after that, it came to a certain point where I started doing impressions of characters and whatnot. And this started pretty early on in my life. I wasn't serious about anything. I was just joking around about most of the stuff that I would do in terms of impressions and whatnot. But it was fun to do because it made people laugh and made people happy. And that's the one thing I wanted to achieve by doing that. So that's definitely been a very the biggest motivating factor about voice acting with me. It's just that making people happy, making people laugh, whatnot like that.
This is why we get along so well.
Very wholesome.
Yes.
Yes. So there's kind of like a secondary. It's kind of like a three-part question in a way. Who would you say if you were to? I think you've mentioned this to me before, but I kind of lost track of it a little bit. Who would you say if you were to pick out one person, like in the voice acting industry? They don't need to be a professional, maybe like a content creator. Is your inspiration overall, like someone who's like inspired you the most in some kind of way? Justin Briner, Bryce Papenburg, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Let's see who's inspired me the most. Oh, this is a difficult question because I've drawn a lot of inspiration from a lot of places over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So, recently speaking, are we talking like currently or like overall?
You can do both.
Yeah, like do kind of like a while ago and then now. See how it's changed, transitioned.
Yeah,
or if it has changed.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, overall, it's this one voice actor called Steve Bloom. He is my favorite voice actor when it comes to like dubbing and whatnot. There's something about him, something so cool, and I just wanted to be able to do that kind of thing. So I would also do impressions of characters that he's done as well, like Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop and whatnot. But yeah, yeah.
Whoa! Dude, no matter what, any impression just blows my mind.
It's cool. I mean, like the core mechanics of, if you really think about it, like and this is something that like really I loved about voice acting, is like a side tangent, is the ability to be able to change your voice. Like think of like, the birds that can like a parrot, all these different like parakeets like that can like mock sounds that they hear. It's like essentially that, it's really cool. It's a cool talent. It's really interesting. Yeah. Especially if you can do it well.
It is. Yeah. That's actually another thing that motivated me to answer or to like reiterate on a point that I haven't made yet for the last question, which is another thing that's a motivating factor for that would be, just to do that, change my voice. Cause I've always never really liked the way I sounded. So I've always tried to change that in certain ways and manners and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I've done. And, but yeah, overall, Steve Bloom. Currently speaking, you, Kremit. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for you, giving me the motivation, so to speak, like telling me, hey, you got something, kid, I probably would have never gone for this or wanted to do it in a professional manner. I mean, I would have wanted to, but I wouldn't have had the motivation or the will to keep it going.
That's
awesome.
What I mean? I'm honored.
Indeed. You were the dude that went from making voice acting like a side thing to one of my main things. You know what I'm saying?
That's huge.
It is.
That's huge.
See that? It's the beautiful. It's the home stuff right there.
You're gonna go far, kid.
Okay.
You're gonna go far, kid.
So the third part to this is how many voices, if you were to put a number, look at those eyes. Here's the question. I'm not asking you to do any of them, right? Yet. But if you were to try to put a number on how many voices you can do, a rough estimate, even if it's like not the greatest voice in the world, like you can just like pop it up if you sat down and thought about it, how many would that be? Just curious. Because I know it's at least above 25. I know that. Maybe
Probably.
30. It's a lot of voices, man. You're really good.
I haven't ever made a list. I mean, actually, I did make one. I'd need to find it though. But this is like a very minimal list, and this is stuff that I've done recently.
Okay.
That I just did like for fun. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay. While you're finding that, I guess we could kind of like ask that question to each other. Like for me, to put a number on how many I can do, there's about 5 characters from MHA. There's about 5 different accents, voices, stuff that I can do. And then there's about, I think, 3 or so after that, like Kermit the Frog and other kinds of various characters, Carl Weezer kind of stuff. So like 13, 15-ish for me. What about you, Dandy?
I actually have a list. And now that we're talking about it, my face is gonna get super bright soon. But before I started making like YouTube content, I was like, I just want to write down how many voices I can do. And I have some that I could do very good, and I have some I can just do. And this is going to sound absolutely bonkers, but I think I think it's 60. But that's because I'm talking like old school cartoons, like a bunch of like random like
Ren
cartoons,
and
like characters,
Stimpy and, like,
like a bunch of random things. Because whenever I find a voice, I'm like, huh, what other voices does that person do? And then I try and learn every voice that voice actor can do. And from one voice turns into like 10 voices that sound
Yeah.
similar, but they're different.
Mhm.
Like Skeletor and the Mighty Monarch, they're the same voice, but they're technically two different voices. If you've ever seen Venture Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Like Shigaraki and the Joker. That's always a comparison that's brought
Exactly.
together.
Like if you could do the Joker, you could probably do Shigaraki, and then that's boom, two voices.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. In that case, I should add something to my list right now.
But for things that I could do like spot on, like perfect, they're probably still like 10 or 15. Where it's like
good.
Perfect.
That's still really
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I don't try to branch out too far from, because like I used to do that back in the day when I first got into things. I would have like 25 different things. Because
you old pile of bones.
Yeah.
You're like Skeletor.
What? Back in my day, yeah.
You old man.
But
you old man.
I really wanted to focus on a couple voices and really get those down. Like that's my whole like idea right now with my hero stuff, is that I first started with Shigaraki. You remember this, Rob? Like I was like kind of all right. I got pretty dang good at it. I'm like, what else can I do? I started to do a Deku, and like, oh, like that was kind of like easy off the bat. Didn't do anything else besides Deku. Got that down. Then I started to try to branch out a little bit. Figured out I can kind of do a Todoroki. And then went from there and that kind of stuff. But I tried to master voices and then like go to the next voice kind of thing in a way. But so back to the question at hand. How many do you think?
Okay. This list I have, this is a very small list that I just made up of crap that I just at the moment thought of. Here there's 24 that I put.
Nice.
Now including 25 that you mentioned, Shigaraki.
Yes.
There's
Is
probably
Deku on
more.
there?
Yeah, of course. He's the number one on the list.
Good.
Yeah, this list was made during that time back in like
yes.
September. You know what I'm saying?
That was good. Oh, good
back
times,
when I was the Midoriya of the group.
Jeez, man, what happened?
But yeah,
we need to do that brother stuff.
Has Midoriyas, and then we just all came together and like, all right, now it's just 3 Midoriyas. What do we do?
Literally, yeah. Rob is like evil and good. I'm good. You're evil. We're good. There you go. It's like the older, or Rob is like the interesting middle child Midoriya.
Yeah.
He's like the best of both.
When you do it, it's so. Whenever you do Midoriya, it is so innocent. Your voice is just pure innocence. Just like so like I was a little kid, like, oh, it's Deku. And then with me, it's like he's a little weirdo. like I think out of everybody, I'm the weirdest sounding Deku because it doesn't sound.
This is probably his favorite Pokemon.
Is that a Muck?
It's a Geodude.
Oh,
Muck? Muck? You got Muck from this?
Yo, all right, real fast.
Okay.
Yeah. I am good at Pokemon. You derailed my train of thought.
I did.
It's all good though. Well, I think it was about me being awkward.
You could the next question's good. Ooh, get him the next question. Ooh, that's good. It's,
all right.
Yes.
Oh, this is a next question coming from the Dandy. All right, let's see.
What was your first voice you ever learned? And it can either be your first voice ever learned, or the first one you're ever like, yeah, I can do this perfectly.
See, that's a good question because I do not remember. Because I've been doing this, for I've been doing like impressions for a while since I was a kid, and a lot of the memories from that time have just whooshed away. So I have no idea what started it. And in terms of
you liked watching DBZ back in the day, right?
Mm-hmm, that's true.
Could it have been from that?
It might have been. I there's a chance that it might have been either. Okay, what would it? What? Let's see. I mean, if we're talking like that, then I guess maybe like a specific Ben 10 alien, because I was a big Ben 10 fan.
We were such a I love Ben 10 too, but that's threw me for such a loop. Just like Ben 10
a
alien.
specific Ben 10 alien.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Alright.
they had interesting
Which
voices.
one?
And I don't know. See, that's the thing. I'm saying a specific one. I don't remember which one it was that I tried to replicate.
I'm just kidding. There's like a billion.
Well,
Ben 10.
what's the
It's way
earliest
too many.
voice that you can think back on in that case?
Oh my god.
Like you're tapping those memory banks right now and you're thinking, oh, it was this one. I kind of remember faintly doing this. Maybe I wasn't good at it, but I did it. You know, that like back in the day, back then.
Way back when.
Oh, like I'm telling you, man, I do not have any memories of doing stuff.
Oh my
like that.
goodness.
Like, I know that I remember doing voices and one. I just don't remember which one was the first one.
Okay. How about what's the recent one? The most recent
Ooh.
one.
What's the most recent voice I've been attempting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it the one you were getting stuck in?
Which
Huh?
one?
You were like doing some like accent kind of thing.
Wheatley from
Yes,
Portal 2. Yes. Wheatley from Portal 2, you know, he's just a
Yes.
little robot. He's a little sphere with an eye in the center. Yeah.
Dude, I love him.
He goes like, "Hello, this is the part where I kill you."
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, with him, it's basically just the accent, which is like it's basically just British, but like Irish British, like very like an
Kind of
Irish.
like Korg from Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah. So yeah, with him, it's just that.
Very similar.
And I don't know, I just fit the character pretty well, considering I ramble on about stuff and repeat a lot of things.
Mhm.
Okay, and I just thought of a random question to throw in there. But what is the voice you are most proud of?
That's a good one.
Yeah, like you're just like, this is my most proud voice, because I think everybody has one.
Yep.
Oh man, shit.
It's shit. Your favorite voice to do is
Yeah. But my most proud voice. Difficult question to answer for me as well. A lot of these questions have been pretty difficult for me to answer. I don't have any straight
If
answers.
you want
for
some
them.
time, we could kind of answer our own question.
You didn't
That's true.
study for the test?
Oh my god. You didn't even know what the test was going to be about? Oh my god.
We had
No,
a
I'm-
study
I'm-
group last week.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't study for the test. Could you give me the answers?
Yes, there it is. Okay, well, think about that because that is a good question. I'll say one of my first voices was an Indian voice. It was taken. I never said anything like Rob's face. I never said. You would think like, oh no, here we go. It's gonna be racist. Again, that's a whole another topic for another day, right? Because let's talk about this. Let's talk. Okay, let's talk. Right? Hold on. We're talking.
Let's
We're
talk
talking
about this.
We're talking here. We're talking here.
We're talking here. He's the Godfather.
It's just voice acting, you know. As long as you're not saying anything racist, it's only maybe considered stereotypical at that.
True, but like nowadays, like in The Simpsons and in Family Guy,
Yep.
the man who voiced Cleveland stepped
That
down
was-
because he.
I don't want to get too controversial, but
Hey,
in like with the stuff that I did, like with this whole like thing, it was just like basically think of like how we're talking now, except I'd be using I can't do it, so you can't hear it anymore. But that is what I used to do. But I will say this like so I have a character. His name is Chen.
Is that the subscription noise or like a new follower on your Twitch?
Hello,
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
I was
Again, you know,
driving
if you
my
think
fucking
about
new
it,
day.
if you think about it, like, you know, people might be like, oh, how is that not racist? Well, I mean, like, think of this. How was your day, Kremit? And then I would say something like, oh, my day was great today. How about yours? But what if I just said it with an accent? Oh, my day was great today. How about yours?
But on the topic of that, I mean, to me, because voice acting in of itself is a business and it is a job. So a role is a role, no matter what that role is. You know what I mean? You can't hire an alien to do an alien in a movie about aliens, because unfortunately, aliens don't exist, or they're not here.
That's a different podcast topic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. So Okay, I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying they're not here. They're not here, and they're not behind studios, and they're not behind microphones either.
Hey, you don't know this.
You don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
One day.
One day, eventually they come down from space with the be like,
oh my goodness. What's your proudest voice, Andy?
Oh my god. Whew. I'm having a hot flash from earlier, but my most proud voice, it will always be Morty. Like that is because it's gotten to a point where you might hear it sometimes that when I just laugh or get excited, I become Morty, and I don't even mean to. Like sometimes I'll be like, "Oh hey man, how you doing?" And then I just stick for the entire time. Like I went upstairs once and I was like, "Hey dad, what's for dinner? I'm so hungry, man." He was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know, help me." And then when I get excited, I'm like, "Oh man, I really like doing this podcast. Yeah, the podcast's so much fun." And then it just, I don't know.
And then you go on a tangent in Morty's voice.
Exactly. And then you can't get out of it. And I'm like,
yeah,
God.
That's
and
what
then you have to like tell yourself.
Frog.
You have to tell yourself to stop, but you keep going anyway.
Oh my God.
In that case,
awful.
Voice acting is fun.
Case, it is a lot of fun, and that's why I keep going.
Very, very fun.
But yeah, that's if we're talking about like stuff like that, then recently speaking, Wheatley for sure.
Yeah,
Wheatley,
nice.
The one. Yeah, I don't know because it's the easiest one for me to have gotten into, due to it just being like an accent and me just being like an exaggerated version of me that doesn't really stop talking ever. And because I love the character, I mean, if you play Portal 2, you just kind of you really do fall in love with the character.
Yeah, you just listen to him the entire game.
You do. You literally have to listen to him the entire game, and the longer you play, the more you get to listen to him because he has so many lines.
You can just sit there and listen to him.
You could just sit there, and the best part is, in the game, you think he's done, but you stand there for like a minute, and then he has something new to say, completely. And I noticed that very early on, so I was like, oh yeah, every time this kind of thing happens. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
But
well,
yeah.
let's.
What a question. Whew.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit, a bit easier. What got you into My Hero Academia, and what draws you into that anime specifically over others? Might not be your favorite, but like,
I get you. What got me into it? It was like 2017 probably. Yeah, it was 2017. I had some disease or something in my lungs where every time I breathed hard, like I breathed in, like there's a sharp pain. And I was just scrolling through Crunchyroll, and I saw My Hero Academia there, and I was like, "Oh, I've heard about this. Let me give it a try." So I clicked on it, and I started watching it, and I got hooked immediately. The art style was great. I love the characters. It's funny. It just, all that stuff was just like I have to keep watching this, and I did. I kept watching it, and this is around season 2 was out. So I watched up to I finished season 1, got to season 2, but it was only like at the middle of season 2 because all the episodes for it hadn't come out yet. At that point, I realized I had to wait for the episodes to come out, so I stopped watching for like a while. And then I watched it again afterwards, back when season 3 was completely finished. So I finished season 2 and season 3. And then I waited for season 4. And then I saw the first episode of season 4, and then I waited for season 4 to finish. And then last year, summer, I finished season 4. So yeah, but yeah, no, I completely forgot what the second question was.
What draws you into My Hero more than some other animes specifically?
Oh yeah, I could say yeah, like the art style, the humor in it as well. The character designs, I gotta say, as much as people like, I've noticed that there is a lot of hate for My Hero, which I can understand if they're talking about like the fandom and whatnot, which I completely get, considering I am, I've been on that side of the road before. I can see that it's definitely not something you want to see on your birthday, let's say. But I mean, yeah, like the character designs in that show, and this is something that no one can dispute with me. The character designs in that show are the best, or some of the best character designs in anime. Period. Because the characters aren't copy pastes of each other with like the same exact look as everyone else.
That's kind of true. I mean, like
everyone has their, and just by looking at the character, you can tell what kind of character they are. That's what good character design is to me. If you can tell what a character's personality is just by looking at them, then that's
it's very simplistic. It like draws in like even non-anime viewers, which is kind of a smart thing, you know.
It is.
Yeah.
Super, comic book nerds can get into My Hero because it's basically just like a Japanese version of a comic book story.
Yeah.
When you look at All Might, the first thing you think about is that like it's like Captain America meets Superman.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z used to be for like a lot of people back in the day. Like I just stumbled upon Dragon Ball Z Kai, like you were mentioning, and I'm like, wow, this is entertaining. What is going on here? And then that's when I like my first introduction to it, because it was so like widely popular at the time. And so like kind of the same thing for My Hero, like there's a huge boom. It's like what really is My Hero, right? It's like people that have superpowers. They're mostly different from each other. There's some drama, there's villains, there's heroes. There you go. That's a recipe for a really good, like, anything you want to make it, basically. It's really simple to follow.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of that every character looks unique.
They do.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like, you think of Todoroki, I mean, like, it's like you can kind of, I see what you mean, Rob, like fire and ice kind of, like.
You could tell he definitely has that two-side thing going on with him.
Yeah, especially with the hero suits and like Bakugo explosions, like back here, those things.
Like, yeah, and it's not just that, it's also like their hair, the way their eyes are shaped, like their mouths, their facial structures, all that kind of stuff. It kind of just gives you a hint onto what the character is going to be.
Yeah. That's deep
like his hair, Bakugo's hair basically just looks like an explosion midway through.
And the grenades,
Yeah,
I mean, that's
It's funny because now the gears are turning, because I remember something, because I read the manga, and sometimes they put little tiny things in between the panels. And one of them a while ago mentioned that the creator's favorite thing to do is draw hands and feet. So like out of anything. But so every single character in the show has very, very unique hands, and you can get their entire character based on how their hands are. So next time you're watching My Hero, look at someone's hands. Like with Deku with his scar, you will never see an animation error with that gone. I mean, probably. But I mean, in the manga, I've never seen an issue. And with Ochako, she has little dots.
Those little things. Yep.
Bakugo is always clenched and very jagged. Kirishima's are always soft until he activates his quirk. It's really cool.
Wow, I never thought of it like that. That's some deep stuff.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm telling you, man.
That's good.
If you read the manga, maybe you know some things.
Oh my god! Or maybe if you just listen to the podcast.
just like in the latest chapter 309. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness!
Shut up! Shut up!
I'm kidding.
Okay. So we're roughly around at 30 minutes right now, by the way. So just updating you guys. We have the next question about what do you wear? You want to ask that properly, Bandy?
Oh Christ! What in
I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Now, my dear friend Rob, I know that you do not have VR.
I don't.
And me and Kremit are two VR YouTubers. What do you think you would wear in VR? Like, say you're full body VR. What do you think you'd wear? And what do you think we wear?
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think we wear?
Probably, if I could find anything in my closet, something tight, or at least something short.
Booty
tight. Shut up,
dude. I don't want to give away what I wear.
Yeah, dude. Why you trying on me like that, dude? What the hell, man?
Just this damn it podcast. And
Rob's like, I'd never be about that mirror dweller life. Wears booty shorts and full body.
Shut up. Yeah. Hey, come on. They're not booty shorts. They're like up to my. I don't know.
They start at my butt, end at my nipples.
Oh my god!
Asterix and obelisk.
Oh my god! I just wear normal stuff, like just a shirt that's a little bit longer than the waist, because oh my god, I have to be ghetto with it. Let me actually show you real quick. So, the track straps that like for those watching who maybe have full body or at least know about it, you get these track straps that you can put around your feet. So I did get those track straps, as you can see, but I got 3 of them. And so now I use a belt. I didn't get the proper little belt one, so I have to like jerry rig this. So you can see I've been using it for a while. It works really, really well though. That's for sure.
You use an actual old leather belt?
Heck yeah, look at that. That's fancy too. It's smart.
I knew about the shoes. I didn't know about the belt.
Not many people know about the belt, but now they do.
Now it's out there.
Now it's out there. It is. But I
Next time we're
typically,
stealing VR.
actually,
That's
because of that, it kind of acts like that. Again, you know, not a sponsor or whatever, but whenever, you know, mentioning brands and stuff, but the whole track strap stuff, it's basically the same thing. Like you can, maybe hit us up, possibly. But I mean, it's the same thing. So before I used to actually use the belt as if it was a proper belt on pants. I would wear pants in full body. Was I crazy? For years. What was I thinking? And then I discovered, oh my God, I can just wrap this around my waist and just tighten it a little bit. What the heck? And now I wear shorts. Not booty shorts, Rob. Not booty shorts.
No, I don't wear booty shorts. I don't have any booty
Not
shorts.
yet.
No, I'm not gonna have booty shorts. What do you take me for?
Hey guys, if you're listening to the Damit podcast, please send us booty shorts for Rob.
Don't send us booty shorts, send him booty shorts. But make sure to sign it before you send them.
Absolutely not.
We gotta send it to us so we can sign them
yes.
and then send it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In that case, if it's signed by you guys, then I'll definitely.
We'll wear
take
them
just so I
first,
can
not
wear.
wash them, send them to you.
We're like Beavis and Butthead, PP Bungle.
No, just the speed at which you said that. Interesting. Okay. So this one's a good question that actually Dandy thought of. I just kind of reworded. So this is a good one, Rob. This is a good one.
Ooh,
I know you're
hold on,
kind of
real
about that
fast.
social life, huh?
Real fast, still on the other.
Oh,
On
okay.
the other question, just real fast because you guys are gonna hate me. For the first 3 months of full body VR chat for me, I don't know what went wrong with my mind, but I would wear skinny jeans.
Death.
I mean, that's
death.
kind of what I wore too. I mean,
And then I was like, what am I doing? And then
Then you
I
realize
have
I don't even
really
need
short
pants.
shorts I wear, like really short. They're not booty shorts, but they go
Yeah,
above the
Rob.
knee.
I swear. That's it. Hold on.
I thought you were gonna do that in your mouth for a second. Oh my goodness.
What? Why would I put this? Graphite by Bath and Body Works.
Anything happens
men's
when you're on
collection body
camera,
spray,
you know. Some things can happen.
3.7 ounces, 104 grams. Keynotes, sage, bergamot. I could go on.
A sponsor?
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. Maybe.
Okay, so the question is, since the pandemic over a year ago, does VRChat bridge the social gap that people were missing in a big way? What do you think on that?
Let's see. It to a certain extent, yeah, it does. It really does. But it's different in the sense that you're gonna find a lot of different kinds of people on VRChat, considering it is an all-around, it's like a global thing.
Mhm.
Because, you know, when you're usually interacting with people IRL, you're interacting with people that have, like, you know, similar things that you do, like at home.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because they're living pretty much right beside you, so they all have similarities in that sense, and you kind of understand what people go through here. But in VRChat, you don't really know anything about anybody. You kind of just, and that's another thing. You don't know what anybody is or isn't in VRChat. You can't tell what they look like. You don't know their actual name. You just see this thing has that name and it's wearing this avatar that is probably public.
You just broke down VRChat in a nut. That's exactly what VRChat
Atrocious
is.
avatar.
Yeah.
Is atrocious, disgusting, full body thoughty
Knuckles.
avatar. What? No, don't bring it back. It's been too many years.
No way.
Oh my.
The queen.
Suck the toes, brother.
I spit on you.
But that's a good point, though. But like, let's build on that a little bit. So with all the different kinds of people in VRChat, like, do you feel with there being so many people on VRChat, could you, with a little bit of like looking into VRChat, find like a good group of people that kind of you blend into well, and it could be a nice like social kind of thing if like you're, you know, if you have a PC to run VRChat.
Mm-hmm. I already have. You know this. But for everyone else, absolutely. VRChat is a place that is basically accepting of all kinds of people. Literally anyone could get on the game. As long as you can actually run the game, you can get on it. You know? And because of that, you're going to find a lot of people that are similar to you or have similar interests. And if there aren't, then there's a chance that you're going to be interested in a lot of new things. And due to that, you're going to be parts of groups that are going to give you new interests, you know?
Good way to put it.
I mean, and you're going to find a multitude of groups and people that you either like or don't like or are neutral about. So you just pick and choose where you go. And, you know, whether it finds you or not is really just dependent on time and how much you play the game.
Very true.
But yeah, it's absolutely possible to make like the biggest group of all time and have it be super close and like have a lot of really good friends there. You know, you can find a lot of great people in VRChat as well as very, very,
very. But the
ones that wear booty shorts.
unlike real life, unlike in real life, if you don't like someone, you can just block and they're gone.
Indeed.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's very true.
For the most part, they can always make alt accounts, whatever.
Yeah.
And if they sound like, and then the little icon appears. Nothing. No.
What icon?
When you mute someone's voice, it puts like the little icon under their name that you can see that you've muted them. That's I think what you're talking about, right?
Of course. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Mute.
Squeakers, man, gone.
You
Out of
can
here.
mute people?
Yeah.
Wait, what? There's no way. There's no.
I
There's no
usually
way,
just
actually.
block someone if they're annoying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's easier that way.
It is.
Oh
it
my
definitely
god, I
is.
didn't know that. There's a mute button.
There is a mute button.
It's like so
There's also
unintentionally
There's
toxic.
also a,
There's a
also
mute
not-
button. No, I've been blocking everyone.
Oh my goodness. You're
know
like, wow, that Danny Knoxville guy, he blocked me and all my friends. Like,
Oh
oh.
my god, dude. He's
You
toxic.
actually, you can see me do it in my recent video.
Oh my god.
You actually.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know you could mute. The person was just gone halfway.
Yeah, it's voice on or voice off. It's like under the hiding avatar or showing avatar thing.
Ooh.
But yeah, VRChat is a good place. You know, you'll
You're either gonna mention that. I can clap my hands, make a little air pocket with this little hole, and it shoots air into my mouth, and it makes like the Martin Garrix noise.
I want to hear weird sounds with your mouth. I don't know how this is gonna sound over
no.
Discord, but
What?
What's going on? I can't
It looks like it's delayed. Oh my god,
you're
that's
doing a
crazy.
little squeaky.
huh?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Little
It's
squeaky.
Little squeaky? Oh god.
That's crazy. That legitimately sounds like a clown nose.
Yeah, I found that out while doing monkey impersonations.
Like a monkey impersonator.
Oh
I was
my
going-
god.
I was going
have
in the
a
backyard. I had a rake and I was going. That's a clown honk.
That's really good.
I have
The
a list.
worst
I have a
part was,
list of
I was by
phone
myself.
You have a list of clown noses you can impersonate. He's a
Yeah,
red
that's-
clown nose. He's a blue one.
All right, let me pick back up from where I was. Let me pick back up. God. Now my dogs are barking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is
The
old, you're
green
like-
one. The green one has kind of like a.
Thanks
like
for
a
watching
nature.
the podcast, guys. Okay, so VRChat is a good place. It's a good place. If you play it for such a long time, you'll eventually run across really bad people. I mean, it happens all the time, at least like once a month, at least minimum, especially if you're on actively. But I mean, like, it's definitely when you find a good group of people, it's really nice. You know, like me, Rob, like our little group. Of course, there's discrepancies and ups and downs, but I mean, like any good relationship, like any good relationship, if there's ups and downs in any good relationship, then it's not a good relationship, you know. But yeah, that was a good one. So we are. This is an interesting one. Second to last question here.
Oh dear.
This is a question for both of you, I guess. Kind
I
of
am
in a way.
terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. Hold on. Let me refresh myself.
Dude, you probably smell delicious.
Oh, dude, you should. Here, let me just. Here.
I'm gonna spit on my water.
Yeah, here. You want a little?
Ooh, thanks, bro.
It's been a while since I've done
I
that.
just
Huh, Krem?
spit. No, I was on camera. I'm saying it.
It's okay. It's okay. I remember once I was doing like a face and then saliva ran down my thing. And
I
actually landed
remember
on
that.
my-
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Go.
That actually
How-
happened. Yes.
How did you and Kremit meet and form your friend group?
This is actually a funny story. You see, it happened very coincidentally. this was like a week after I started hanging out in MHE VRChat worlds, because or not a. It wasn't a. Well, no, it wasn't a week. It was like a couple days after I started doing that crap. It was like the Friday before was when I started doing it. But I was just, I was just hanging out and I was doing the whole, I was doing this, which is basically how I sounded that like back then doing it.
It was funny.
It was. I hope
it was really good.
And so yeah, I would do that, and then out of nowhere, I'm just like I can't. Like I joined this world and a friend of mine is there. I don't remember what his name was. He was in like a maid Deku avatar along with like 5 to 6 other people in maid Deku avatars, and they were all just throwing money at this one. I think it was like a toga or something. And then
when was this?
This was in August. Nearly a year ago. Yes.
Because
times were different back then.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, there was a time. Yeah, it was in August.
It was my first ever MHA upload. It was
like
when Deku
August,
plays VRChat.
Might have been August 13th or something like that, close to there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was that day, and then out of nowhere, this dude in a Kremit avatar comes out of nowhere with the name Kremit, and I see that, and he's just basically saying like, I think I'm in the wrong world or whatever he said, and then I'm like, no, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. and then I started just doing what I usually do around people and whatnot, and just like trying to have fun with them, make friends and whatnot. So I did that. He seemed to have been enjoying it, and then there were a couple jokes that I threw in there, like there was that he's Froppy's dad. And so because of that, I decided to give him a tour of the school itself. And I did. And I would just, do random bits here and there, just, insulting characters that were on the side and whatnot. And I was just doing that whole thing. And that's also where I met another one of my friends, Shelf Boy RD, who is another person. Yeah.
What a name. Oh.
Shelf Boy RD. Yes, I didn't realize until way afterwards that it's a Chef Boy RD thing. It was clever though. I gotta say, it's clever.
It is. It was smart.
So yeah, I was just doing that whole thing, that whole shtick. I was just making jokes and whatnot. Give him a tour. Went to the dorms. Did like a speed run because I had to eat food pretty soon.
I remember that, yeah.
My mom was calling me, and so yeah, you remember, huh?
Yep.
I was speed running everything, and that's where I got to. There was how there's like All Might camera in the dorms, in the dorm rooms. There's that thing, and I saw different All Mights like plastered all over the place, so I kept saying All Might, my favorite hero. That's where I made that a bit for a while. Which has stuck with me, not for very long, but it has. And I went upstairs to a certain point, and then you could just hear my mom calling my name through my microphone
at the very end of the video.
Through my microphone, and then I went to go eat. That just doing all that was I ate food. I was eating food as happy as possible that day. So I was like, damn, awesome. I made some cool new friends.
And you had no idea I was like streaming or like had any plans. It was just like, you thought I was a random person.
I was just about to get to that. And I didn't realize until afterwards, I was in this, I was in an Undertale world, and I got joined off by Kremit. He had friended me at this point in time. He friended me like in the between, during the middle of the whole stupidity crap that was happening. And so he went up to me and he started saying like, hey, I was streaming that whole time. And I was like, oh, wait, what? You were? And I was like, oh, well, I did not know that. And then he did his thing. He was introducing himself. And I did recognize the name Kremit from, the James Ski video. But I didn't think it was him. I didn't associate it. And that was the name that was used, but I didn't know. I was kind of like putting it off to the mind. Like I was just like, man, who cares if that's who he is, kind of thing. I'm just having fun in this game. It doesn't really matter. People are people kind of thing. So yeah, I was just doing that. And then he told me, so yeah, you remember the whole, I'm in a so, and I was like, that was you? And then he was like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, damn, that's pretty damn poggers, my guy. You know?
Oh my god. Did you actually say that?
No, of course not.
It definitely wasn't as awkward as it sounds. It was like a pretty normal conversation.
No, it was good. It was good. Don't worry.
Let's play poggers.
No, I didn't actually say that.
Yeah.
I don't think at that point saying poggers wasn't even like a thing.
Yeah.
Like at least like in normal conversation.
But the whole friend group thing too, like that was interesting. Like we formulated our little core Scuff Squad little friend group thing within like a month at that point, because we would like go in and record every now and then just random stuff and meet people, and if we met people that were cool, then we would just kind of befriend them.
We met Josiah in like a random ass MHA world.
He was just doing full body stuff.
Yeah, he was just doing his full body
really
like
chill.
Indeed. Yeah.
That's how we met. Just a random world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
That's like
how
the best ways.
It is random worlds. That's where you got to go, guys. Random worlds. If you find
Void Club, full body tracking Haven. That one's oh my god, so great. What about the Black Cat guys? Booty shorts, Rob?
Oh.
He's like PTSD flashbacks.
Or the
it's not the best time.
Oh,
yeah, you
no,
remember yesterday, man. Fucking
yeah,
a cesspool of awful.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Oh, dude, the Great Pug. Oh my god, you get approached by someone, and the first thing you hear, oh, there goes the stream.
Yeah, I have a story about that I'll tell off stream, but yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
Indeed, off stream.
Oh, there's an off stream and off podcast.
No, you're currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
now.
wait, what?
Oh no!
Yeah, what?
Check OBS.
Oh my goodness.
Look, guys.
That I think for anybody who's curious, just on the side, if they actually wanted to see the first ever video, I could probably link it, I guess, maybe in the description. I mean, like literally the first ever time seeing you, that would be a cool thing to see too.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first video in August.
RobTheDecent, man. Jesus.
That was that stream.
Oh, you were using the Scuff Deku model too, the one that doesn't look high quality?
That was the beginning of it.
Oh my
That was the beginning of that. Remember?
That's crazy.
I was the originator of that. I gave that to you. I gave that entire stick to you.
Yes.
I handed it to both you and Josiah. I gave my baby to y'all, and you all have fostered it and taken care of it properly.
It was really good. Really good time. That was some good stuff.
I didn't even. What video is it?
No, I'm saying the video where I met Kremit. I actually cut that part out of the video.
It's okay. I mean, it's not like we did anything like crazy. That's fine.
You just went, hey.
Yeah, we were just like doing voices and like vibe.
Yeah, you guys were just like, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
Oh yeah, now if we like have a plan for it, which we do, you know, it's gonna be fun, and you can get in on that, Rob, because that would be hilarious.
What do you mean get on? He's 100% invited. I love.
You're the main character.
All right. This
one thing you gotta know about me: when I find a bit, I will do it as many times as I possibly can.
This has nothing to do with any of the questions we've been asking. What is the deal with the body spray? Why are you doing this?
See, I needed a bit to do at the beginning, so I started doing this shit, and now I'm doing it all the time. This is what I do. I used to do this all the time. You can ask. Let's see if I can. This bottle was the first bottle.
Oh my god, Atlantic. You should say it so fast.
Yeah. Atlantic about the Works. No, it wasn't just that. It was also Chicken Chalupa Bell.
Yes, that was also it. Oh my,
Chicken Chalupa by Taco Bell. Yeah. And then I did a dong.
Yeah, you did the dong. Yeah, and then I started like make my own version of that, and that's when I was like, oh, Chicken Chalupa. And then did those noises, and then like kind of like spun off of it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole thing, it came from this. I would just grab this and spray it at the to punish people who were doing naughty things. You know what I'm saying? Or saying something stupid or whatnot.
You have the toilet paper roll near you?
An entire
roll. Of course you have the toilet paper.
An entire question.
Wait, do you have the Mater cup?
Not here, not right now. But I could bring it. I could bring it out if you want me to.
Hello, audio only listeners.
What I do have. I'm sorry, I do have it here. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh dice here.
Okay. All right. Let's finish it up. We're at 51 minutes right now, and we'll cut I think it's like 2 minutes out. All right. So the final question. This is something that I guess we're just gonna ask to everybody that we have on. This is kind of like, just in case VRChat devs, mods, anyone is watching, just kind of like good feedback, like genuine stuff. What would you change about VRChat if you could change something about it? Really anything.
See, that is a great question. And I've thought about this right now. I've thought about this a lot, and there are definitely things I could say. It's just that they're not coming to me right now. Let's see. What's something? Oh dear.
Well, like for example, something that I've mentioned before is like child safety kind of stuff. You know, because
that's a good one.
Especially with the Quest 2 implementation or like the debut of it, whatever. There's a lot more kids on it, which I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with being having a lot more kids on the game. It's just like it could be dangerous, right? Sometimes
could be, and it does. To an extent, VRChat does mention this because VRChat in of itself doesn't have rules. It's the people that are on the game that make the rules for the game, basically. You know what I'm saying?
It is the Wild West.
It is. I mean, they have like common sense kind of rules, but like I think they said
hear sometimes.
I'm pretty sure they have you can't be under the age of 13 and play, or it's like 13 or 12. But like I've literally met people like in My Hero Worlds, shut up guys, that are like 6 years old, 7. Like what?
They're not. They should not. That's another thing. There definitely needs to be some age regulation in that extent because people fake their age for literally everything.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, it's easy too.
It's it. All you had to do, you don't even need, because all you got to do is just literally say, hey, I was born in 1990. And this is what I used to do when I was like 12. I would put my age to like 1990 something. And I would always forget what birthday I put. So I could never log back into the website.
Caught in 4K. I'm calling the cops.
Oh my God, that got me so funny.
It's never going to get old.
It doesn't.
Oh my God.
I'm over here dying as you're just saying some heartfelt
Okay,
stuff.
so is that like your answer to the question, or did you have anything? Because you mentioned you had a few different things that you were kind of thinking of.
Yeah. Well, was thinking of like way before. It usually comes to mind when I experience it. But like if I'm not.
Got you.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Better optimization. Way better optimization. A game like VRChat should not be running worse than Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I run Fallen Order at ultra graphics at 60 FPS. And when I get on VRChat, I can't get it to keep a steady 30. It really needs to. Yeah, like they need to work on that. And it's half because they're using an outdated version of Unity, which they've been using since the beginning of VRChat, which they really should, they really should update that, It's not, Unity itself is not a bad program. I've seen some crazy stuff happen, come out of Unity from like the olden days, like 2011 and 10. Unity is a good software under the right hands, and they, if they're at least, they should at least implement better coding to the game and like make it run smoother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah, and answers like these, create conversation, in the comments between people watching, that kind of stuff. So it's good. Well, I mean, is there any final things that you wanted to say, Dendy?
No.
Come up with something. You have to come up with something.
Oh yeah, you have to come up with something.
You have to come up with something. I swear to God, I will do it again.
Wait, a question or about VRChat?
Anything.
Or
whatever comes to mind.
Anything?
You got 2 seconds.
Whatever comes to mind. Oh my
Too
God.
late.
What's your favorite Dragon Ball?
My favorite Dragon Ball? Ooh, movies included?
No. Out of the 7 Dragon Balls.
Out of the 7 Dragon Balls, which one's my favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see.
There is a right answer.
There is a right answer? No, there's not. You can't say that. That's not fair. There isn't a right answer. I don't believe you. I don't know.
What's your answer?
No. The one the one that Gohan has on in his cap when he was like a little baby.
Which one's that?
I don't know. It was like the 4-star, I think.
All right. Funny enough, no, I'm not making a joke. The 4-star was the answer I was looking for.
I was actually going to say 4-star too, because 4 is one of my favorite numbers. So
that's there you go.
Yeah.
4-star.
That's my favorite number too.
Yeah. Any Dragon Ball, anyone that's
dead serious.
Dude, you guys, anyone that's in the comments that has actually watched Dragon Ball, if I said the wrong number,
you just mispronounced Krillin. Krillin. Okay, well we're this is about subpar 1 hour, so we did pretty good. Anything you want to say, Rob?
Let's see.
Want to shout anything out?
Where can
Teratonin?
people find you?
Where could people find me?
Yeah.
You could find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. I am inactive on all of those.
Well, we will be linking your social medias down below, as we're going to do for everybody else. So who knows? Maybe people will be, motivate you, because you are a very entertaining individual. I feel like, what do you mean?
Like I'm more entertaining when there are other people around, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, we're always around.
No.
Oh no! Hold on. I need to spray my little.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess. Oh my God. All right. Well, this is something me and Rob do with our friend group whenever we're leaving and going off. We salute. Want to salute with us for the Damit podcast?
Which arm is it?
Right arm. Okay. All right. We will salute. You ready, guys? We're gonna count it down. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with friends. And hope you enjoyed. Oh, you lagged a lot.
I see what happened there was I have no idea. My internet had a stroke, but I know what's going on here. I can tell. So for this one, I'm going to stand up.
Oh, yes. All right. All right.
It's because I'm a gamer.
All right. You let us out. You let us out, Rob. What's the final word?
Put us out of our misery, please.
Come on, Rob. Do it.
Down, left, right.
He's doing the Konami code.
Okay. Hurry up and salute, Rob.
Start. All right.
Okay. Awesome. That's great.